Hi there again. In this video, we're going to take a look at the syllabus and the course outline. I'm not going to discuss these documents line by line because I expect that you'll be reading them thoroughly. But what I will do is highlight some important points and elaborate on others. To start, let's scroll down and take a look at the time allotment. You should expect to spend about 5 to 6 hours per week on this course. Often I have students very surprised at the amount of time needed to be successful in this course. Being online, many students assume that online courses take less time, but this is definitely not always the case. I recommend scheduling this time as if it was any other appointment or class that you would actually go to. You may find you need a little less or a little more time each week, but I recommend starting off with 5 to 6 hours in your schedule. Time management is going to be very important. If this is an area you struggle with, I highly recommend reaching out to either myself or reaching out to the Learning Commons, and we can provide you with some resources to hopefully strengthen this area so that you will be successful. Next, scrolling down, you can see my contact information. The best way to reach me is through either emailing me. You can call my cell phone, which I prefer over my office phone because I do primarily work from home, or you can post to the course questions forum. And then scrolling down, you'll see our textbook is Understanding Normal and Clinical Nutrition, 11th edition. You can use the 10th edition if you'd like. Just know that there are some updates between the 10th and the 11th edition. So if you are using an older edition, it's important that you utilize the other course resources each week to get those updates and also utilize the provided course outlines. Then below are technology requirements for this course. A couple things I do want to point out is this course provides all of the majority of the assignments and all of the instructions and course documents as Google Docs. You do not need a Google account to access any of these, but as a PA college student, you automatically have a Google account. You can access your PA College Google account by using your PA College username and password. You also have access to Microsoft 365. Just go to office.com and use your college username and password. Here you can use all of the free online Microsoft applications, and you can also download these for free to your computer. I think having all of these resources from Google and Microsoft will be very helpful for you in this course and other courses as well. One last thing I'd like to point out in this section is that when you are working in Blackboard, especially taking quizzes and submitting assignments, I highly recommend that you use either Google Chrome or Firefox. Often I have students have issues working in Blackboard when using Internet Explorer or even Edge. All right, scrolling down, let's take a look at communication and expectations. This is what we call an asynchronous course, meaning we will not meet face-to-face throughout the week, but you'll be completing your work at your own schedule throughout the week, and we'll be communicating asynchronously in our discussion boards and other assignments. I highly recommend checking into the course about every 1 to 2 days and also check your email about 3 times a week. This is because I provide course announcements such as reminders when work is due, or letting you know when your grades or feedback are available, or even providing friendly tips throughout the week. I do this through Blackboard announcements and also through emails. You may be wondering how quickly you can expect to get your grades after submitting work. My goal is always to provide your feedback for assignments and your grades within 1 week after the assignment due date. Now I'm going to let you read about netiquette and also look at the assignments that we'll be completing in this course and their point values. One thing I do want to point out is the sources and references section. Because this is an online course and we have many assignments where you'll be using information from various sources, it's extremely important that you cite your sources. You can use the approved citations in APA format course document to cite your sources. This will show you how to create abbreviated citations, which will really help save you some time. For this course, if you submit work without citing your sources, your submission will earn 0 points. So it's very important that you tell me where you got your information from. Also, work quality is extremely important. With all of your work, I want you to really showcase your learning and really show me that you can understand what you read or what you watched in a video and that you can apply what you learned in a meaningful way. So if, for example, you would copy and paste information from a source, all I can tell is you knew where to find the information. I can't tell whether you actually understand the information or that you can apply the information in a meaningful way. So in order to earn full points, you want to make sure that you synthesize information in your own words rather than copying and pasting, which will earn minimal to 0 points. All right, and then here's a section on late work. I totally understand sometimes life happens and we can't always meet deadlines. The important thing to remember is to reach out if there's a circumstance happening that you're not able to meet a deadline so that we can plan for an extension. If I don't hear from you before a due date, then late penalties will apply, and those are listed here. I do want to point out that all students start the course with a 1 free late submission, and this will be applied to your first late submitted piece of work. Here's the section about expectations for working in discussion boards. Because we work in multiple discussion boards throughout the semester, there's a lot of expectations here for general posting, as well as expectations for your primary and your response posts. Please look at these as you're constructing your posts and working in the discussion board, as they clearly outline the expectations of you. All right, let's scroll down then, and I want to point out a couple other things. You can see there's some other assignments we'll be working on in the course, and you can see the expectations for those. The one thing I do want to point out is throughout the course, certain assignments have been deemed partner option assignments. For these assignments that are listed here, you can choose to work individually or choose to work with a partner. You can choose to work by yourself on some of the assignments and choose to work with a partner on other assignments, or you can even change up your partner. I highly recommend that everyone tries to work with a partner on at least one assignment. In the past, students have shared that they have found great value working with a partner in these assignments. Not only do I feel that working with a partner helps with the amount of time these assignments take, but I also feel that working with a partner provides a deeper understanding of the content and the learning within these assignments. Now, we're going to move on to the course outline. Okay, here's the course outline, and this tells you exactly what we'll be doing every week. It tells you what your assigned readings, videos, web links, and tools will be for the week. This is how you're learning the content. And then you'll see your weekly to-do list. You can use it as a checklist, and it contains all of the due dates. And then the last column is what you should be working on for the data analysis project each week. I recommend either saving this or printing a copy to have it on hand so you can stay on top of when your work is due and also know what you should be working on each week. A couple due dates to keep in the back of your mind is if we have a discussion board, typically your primary post will be due on Wednesday. All other work, including response posts, learning activities, quizzes, things like that, will be due on Sundays. If you have any question about when any work is due or what you should complete, just look to the course outline. Everything you need to do your work every week will be in our Learning Unit folders in our Blackboard course. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.